cap it?
I capped it. Oh, God.
How about that one, folks? Start off with a full drinking beer.
Oh, man. It's in my tummy still.
I sure hope so.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I believe it's week 6 of the 99 Room. I'm Trevor.
I'm Dylan.
And we're back with another episode talking about NFL, MLB, and some more kind of crazy shit that's gone on this week. And we're going to start off first revisiting some MVP talk.
Yeah.
We talked about the MVP. I think it was week 2.
Uh-huh.
Your vote was
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. My vote was Jalen Hurts. So
Criminy.
we're going to...
No, it was like hot coming out of my hot Cheetos, so it like made me cough.
Oh, God. We're going to start off with Lamar Jackson's stats from right now. He has 15 passing touchdowns to Jalen Hurts' 10.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar has more rushing yards, 553 to Jalen Hurts' 303. Lamar has more explosive plays. He has 10-plus plays that have gone over 20 yards this year, which is the most in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now on to Jalen Hurts' stats, though. And, well, yeah, before we go on to that, fantasy-wise, Lamar Jackson is number 2. Jalen Hurts is number 3.
Okay.
So that's
Who's
fantasy.
number 1?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yep. So Jalen Hurts' stats, still unbeaten. He has a better completion percentage, 67 to 63.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar. Jalen also has 2 interceptions to Lamar's 6 interceptions, so he's turning the ball over less.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jalen has 6 rushing touchdowns to Lamar's 2. So Lamar has more rushing yards, but less rushing touchdowns.
Sure.
So it's that's neck and neck so far. I mean, there's a couple stats that can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear your take on who you think is right now, week 8, is going to be the guy.
I still stand by my decision just because that's who I chose, Lamar Jackson. So I'll stand by it.
Yeah.
Week 8. I'll stand by it. Fucking end of the year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's just got to stay healthy.
Right.
And I think he's going to be obviously right up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say the exact same thing. I'm right there with Jalen Hurts still. Honestly, I think it's going to be really based upon how long he can stay undefeated.
Yeah.
If he can stay undefeated for double digits and plus, I think he has a way stronger chance of winning it. Now, if he loses before he wins at least 10 games, I think that kind of brings him down a little bit just because he hasn't been doing it as long as Lamar or Josh. You know, and that's kind of leading into my next point. Where do you think Josh Allen fits in to those two guys? Obviously, he's up there with them right now. So.
I don't know. It will be a tough decision. I mean, Lamar has won it already. I don't know. I just don't think he's got the accuracy. He's accurate, but he makes mistakes.
Yep.
He's a
Josh
gunner.
Allen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He's a gunner, and I like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I like his play style, but yeah, I don't know. I think if he cleans up his accuracy a little bit, I mean, Lamar Jackson isn't accurate either, but he's got that speed.
Right.
Where it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know? As long as he doesn't turn it all over more than, I don't know, 12 times a season, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. Josh Allen, I think he's got the special talent to where, like, obviously he's got the really strong arm.
Right.
They were talking about it in the Sunday night game against the Packers, where he's got this weird skill where he can run like a Lamar Jackson almost, where he can, like, shift, you know, his body, but he's also like 6'6".
Sure.
So it's just like he's got the size of Cam Newton with the, like, mobility of Lamar Jackson, which is pretty crazy. Obviously not the speed, you know, but he's got, like, the shiftiness, which is crazy in somebody that big. But like you said, he makes mistakes. He does make stupid interceptions almost every game.
Right. So it's like he cleans that up a little bit. He's up there.
Yep.
Because Lamar runs so good. So good.
Right.
And it's like seemingly effortless.
He just glides on the field.
Right.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And, like, Jalen Hurts, honestly, I think he's more of like a pocket passer. And he can run, obviously, if he needs to.
Right.
Josh Allen's kind of, I don't know. I feel like he's more balanced than both of them.
Right.
But who's to say by the end of the year who's going to be leading in those stats still?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to stand firm on Jalen Hurts, and
Right.
you're going to stand firm on Lamar. So.
Yeah, and I think hopefully it doesn't have an effect on the outcome on my end, but the Ravens playoff run.
Yeah.
You know, like if they don't make the playoffs, does it have an effect on Lamar's
Right.
vote on MVP?
Yep.
I don't know.
Which
I don't know if
I
they
think
do it that way.
usually does.
Right. I'd like to think though it's just like league MVP. It's just like I don't know. You could have a guy that absolutely balls.
Like a running back every year.
Right.
Or a wide receiver every
You
year.
know, balls like statistically. You know,
Right.
like throws 5,000 passing yards or
Yeah.
throws 4,000 and runs for 15.
Yeah.
Or throws 45 touchdowns or something crazy like that. And just because the team overall isn't that great, that one player could play so well to win the MVP.
Right.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I get the making it to the playoffs,
Yeah.
making it far into the playoffs, doing well in the playoffs because it's like crunch time.
Yeah.
But it's just like for those votings, like offensive player of the year, rookie of the year, that I don't think the playoffs should have any play in it.
For sure.
It's just like
Coach
do
of the
it
year.
through 1 through right. Coach of
Yeah.
the year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd your team do?
Right.
How far did you make it?
For sure.
What was your overall ranking during the regular season? Would have a huge point in it. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Food for thought.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about before that. Should we grab another beer?
I'm kind of thirsty.
Would you mind grabbing me one?
I'll grab you one.
Thank you.
Because we're buddies.
Yeah, we're pounding them, huh?
Button down. Put them down. This is all for you.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
Right. Dylan didn't even want to drink.
I got so fucking hammered this weekend. I don't even want to talk about it on camera. Just know, everybody out there, I was shitty.
Shitty.
Gotta do it for Halloween, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is my first lick of alcohol since
A couple days. Been a couple days.
Saturday.
Saturday to Tuesday.
Let me tell you, that was not okay for Sunday.
All right, let's get back into it. Next topic, let's go into baseball. World Series talk. It's tied up 1-1. Phillies took game 1. Astros took game 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were looking up some stats earlier.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Well, I don't really recall any specific stats other than what you just said. I also am really bad with names.
Yeah.
But the starter of last game,
Yep.
Astros starter, that is, pitcher, performed really well.
Mm-hmm.
Went into the sixth inning. That's big time for a team
Right.
that's playing in the World Series. Save a little stock on the relief pitchers
Yep.
for maybe game 6 or 7 when it really matters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's significant for a team to go that far, or like for a pitcher to go that far. Game 2, which I think is like the Astros' edge on the Phillies.
Didn't you say there was some controversy with that guy?
I did see some controversy where some people were speculating that he was using some sticky sauce on his shit, and that he was only
Sticky sauce on your shit.
yeah.
If that was out of context, that would be a weird sentence.
That would be. But yeah, he there was speculation. I saw that the ump only checked him once, and that was in inning 6 when he got brought out, and they're like that's a mandatory inspection
Right.
of a player. I don't know. I think this the all the speculation on the World Series win by the Astros last time is bringing
More
an extra eye,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like it makes sense. I don't know,
I think he did it. That piece of shit.
And who's to say that like other pitchers don't do that?
Yeah.
Like pine tar on a helmet. You're gonna You're gonna adjust your helmet, and
Yep.
you know. Granted, that's not pitching,
Right.
but
Still.
right.
But yeah, honestly, I think the Phillies, they're out hitting the Astros right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the Astros relief pitching and pitching in general
It's
been
awesome.
pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to compete when you can't hit the ball.
Right.
You know? So
Right.
if
Like go ahead.
your best hitters can't hit the ball, you can't score.
Uh-huh.
And that's like your main part of your team.
Right.
That's tough. It's gonna be
And I mean,
tough.
they won game 10 or game 10. They won game 1
Yeah.
rather in the 10th.
Yeah.
So it's like it came down to good hitting that time,
Yep.
and the relief pitcher couldn't, handle the stress.
Right.
But
And that's what it's going to be every game, I think.
Right.
Both games were close, and it's going to be a battle.
Mhm.
And like we were talking about the one episode, like we were both saying we wanted to see Game 6, and you change your answer to Game 7, and it's like, I want to change my answer to Game 7.
Right.
I'd love to see a Game 7.
Right.
That'd be dope.
And like when I was looking up the stats, I said something about Gene. It's good to see Mr. Segura,
Yep.
playing on a team that's in the World Series.
I bought a
Granted,
T-shirt with his name on it once.
Granted, maybe if we had him, on the old Brewers still, maybe we would
Yeah.
get a little stretch for
Yeah.
the playoffs, but that's whatever.
We've gone
That's
through
whatever.
so many players now that it's like, it's unbelievable. All these guys are spread out
Mhm.
across the whole league
Right.
now,
And
and
you
they've
see
once
him-
played for the Brewers.
Right, you see their name, you're like, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, and now he's doing good. Of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I'm not just I'm just not a huge follower on the old MLB. I don't know. Like I get the notification of like the scores and like stuff like that, scoring plays, but it's always fun to go to the game.
Yep.
And I think what it is just like my team, the Brewers. It's the same story every year.
Yeah.
I feel like so it's like, and it's been that way since growing up.
Yeah,
It
really
Prince
has.
Fielder, Ryan Braun era. Like they were always good, but they just didn't have the fucking special sauce to get to the chip. And I don't know.
It's tough to watch.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's a hard sport to watch.
Right.
It's just like shit might be popping. It's fun to watch when shit's going on,
Yeah.
but it's like, all right, now you gotta pitch.
Yep.
Now you got another pitch.
It's good. It's a good sport to like.
Just
kinda-
turn on and have on.
kind of get drunk to.
Right.
Because you don't really need to watch all of it.
Right. And it's just like, oh shit, stuff's happening on the TV. Or like football, every play is something.
Right.
Every-
Something going on.
Right.
Either a good defensive player or
Uh-huh.
a good offensive player.
Right. Whatever it may be. Or off ball, like it might be a short stuff run where they do good, but there might be a fucking awesome block on the edge
Yeah.
or something, where like somebody gets laid out.
And that's the thing,
That's
it's like-
cool to see.
It's the physicality of the sport that's so exciting,
Mhm.
And it's just like with
But
baseball,
watching a guy
there's-
crush a ball 450 feet is fucking awesome.
I think it's just too few and far between.
Right.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, shifting back into the NFL while we're talking about it, let's go into some trade deadline stuff. Trade deadline was at 4 p.m. Eastern time today,
Mhm.
and of course, guess who didn't make a move? The Green Bay
The
Packers.
G-Man. The G-Man. I heard it on the radio, in the customer's car today. Yeah, they were talking about how they think that the Packers are going to sit tight. And, I mean, why would they wait until the last day?
Right.
If they're going to do something, they were going to do something before the season
Yeah.
started, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know that for a fact, but it's just my opinion on the matter. But I think they're looking at it like, we have Aaron, we're hanging in there. Don't count out the Packers. But if we do bad, we're going to get a high lottery pick.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they don't have the money to spend on anybody.
Right.
So it's like, who are they going to get without releasing anybody? And I think they're just at the point where they're just like, I don't want to get rid of anyone.
All right.
I I want to keep everyone on this fucking team.
Yeah.
Because we're building and we're trying to win. And but I don't know. They don't have that recipe.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, it's tough because, like you said, they don't have enough money to really do anything right now. But kind of also what you said, releasing people, I think that could help.
Right.
People that aren't doing great, that haven't done great for the past couple of years, you gave them a chance, you gave them a shot.
Yep.
Didn't pan out. We need people like in the locker room that can play and can play now. I don't know. Yeah, it's shitty. Like obviously they've won four or five fucking seasons in a row where they're like number 1 seed or 1 or 2 lower.
Yeah.
You know. This year, they might miss the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
If they lose against Detroit, they are in serious like fucking trouble of not even getting a wild card. So
yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, I've been saying that for I think 2 weeks now, since Toby.
Yep.
Before Toby even, I was pretty much like, but when Toby said on our episode, the Skull take the North.
Yep.
I was like, dude, I see it now.
Yep.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
and
they're 6-1. They're 6-1.
Yeah. They are 6-1 and they're rolling.
How far do you think they can go? The Vikings.
I think they go to the NFC Championship.
I think they lose first round.
You think so?
I think Kirk Cousins has lost, he's won 1 game in a primetime game.
Yeah. But Kirk Cousins also played for the Redskins for, 9 years? 8 years?
I don't even know.
And they've been on a building Vikings team since then. So it's like in a dominant Packer team.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them for not winning more than, whatever in playoffs. But I'm talking right now in this year, I'm not even going to talk bad about the Vikings because they've looked impressive to me. Every game.
Yeah.
They lost to the Bills. Or no. Who did they lose to? Eagles.
Lost to the Eagles.
So, I don't know. I'm trying to envision it now. Vikings, Eagles in the NFC
Could be.
for a rematch.
Very well could be. I don't know, man. It's not. It is sort of biased, but it's not fully biased. I just don't think they have what it takes to be. They have the chemistry right now. They do, and that's why they're winning. Is because they're making plays for their guys, and the guys that aren't the best are also making plays. So it's like they have the juice right now, and it's really working for them. But I just don't think when it comes down to like that prime time 1 game win, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. But that's just me talking shit because I'm mad. That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah.
But let's go into more of the trade deadline. Roquan Smith traded to Baltimore from the Bears. I'm glad to see him leave the division.
Right.
I really am. But also, I'm glad to see him go to a team that can win. Obviously the Bears kind of are shitty. They've been shitty the past 5 years.
Right.
But they're in a rebuild right now, and I feel like he's such a talented guy that he needs to be on a team that's gonna win.
Right.
So
I think that Viking or that Ravens team is gonna really fucking utilize him too.
When we were talking on Instagram, I was like, they're going all in to win a ring.
Right.
They really are. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I think that they're at a point in time too that they're looking at losing Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Because he's gonna want big money because he's Lamar Jackson. So you need to give him a reason to want to stay.
For sure.
You just lost Marquise Brown, so it's like that's a huge factor for Lamar. Now your number 1 receiver's now gone.
Yep.
So you need to do something, and you need to do something fast.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure he was in contract year this year.
He is. And he turned down anything they offered him so far.
So you can franchise tag him probably.
I think
for a year.
I think he franchise tagged last year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This is it then.
I think so.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Could you imagine where's he go?
Oh my god, dude. I didn't even fathom that. I could see him going to Atlanta. I could also see him going to
Houston.
I don't know if he'd sign to Houston. There's like nobody in Houston right now.
Yeah, but if they gave him huge money.
Yeah, but he wouldn't win anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Money does talk. So
He hasn't won anything in Baltimore, so it's like.
yeah, that's true. But they've been successful in
Right.
the regular season.
They have been.
Yeah. Ah man, maybe I'd say either Atlanta or
dude.
the
dude.
Jags, maybe
Jets.
the Jets.
The Jets.
They're looking to
They
get rid
have
of Zach Wilson now.
They have Joe Flacco, and Zach Wilson's been like.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can fucking afford him, could you imagine that Jets team with Lamar Jackson?
That would be crazy.
What?
That would be crazy. One that I got really pissed off about that just came through today. There was like 11 trades today, by the way.
Really?
Which is pretty crazy.
I had a busy day at work. I wasn't able to check it out too much.
But yeah, I put all these in midday because I was on it.
Yeah.
But T.J. Hawkinson from the Lions.
I saw that.
In division trade to the Bears.
Yeah.
What a bullshit fucking move by the Lions.
Right.
What
and
the
didn't
fuck?
the Lions just draft him?
Not too long ago, and he's really good.
Right.
He's like a top 5 tight
Wasn't
end.
he like number 8, 2019? Hawkinson caught.
Sorry, he didn't go to the Bears. T.J. Hawkinson to the Vikings.
$186 passes, 2,000 yards, 47 games with the Lions.
Yeah. And now they traded him to the Vikings, which is what we just talked about, a team that's already fucking stacked with offensive talent.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got this motherfucker. It's
Right.
like, you don't want to win in your own division?
Right.
You trade your best fucking tight end
Right.
to a team that you play twice a year? Like, what are you fucking doing? Trade him anywhere else. Holy shit. I was so mad, dude. I was, like, livid when I seen that. I was driving back to my work, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been mad all day, and the Packers didn't make a move. So
Yeah.
it's just like that. I erupted. But next, we got Bradley Chubb, star defensive end from the Broncos. He's on the move to Miami. He's going to be looking, I think he's going to look pretty dope in that uni. The white with like the teal blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope. But I don't know why the Broncos are selling out. They traded a couple people already. And it's like, you're not winning.
Right.
Why are you trading good players?
Right.
I don't know. And then the last one I have on here, Calvin Ridley from the Atlanta Falcons, who is suspended right now. He got traded to the Jaguars.
Really?
Interesting fact about that is Calvin Ridley bet on the Falcons, the team he plays for,
Mm-hmm.
to beat the Jaguars. He bet on the Falcons covering the spread, they call it, with like sports betting.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's pretty crazy. He got traded to the team that he bet against,
Mm-hmm.
and he's suspended this year for. He just got traded to them. He hasn't played it down this whole year.
Wow.
It's pretty funny, but
That's why he's suspended?
yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Sports betting is illegal if you are a player. So. All right, moving on to our crazy headlines of the week. Starting off, we're going to go with Myles Garrett. We just watched the Monday night game last night.
Mm-hmm.
He went off, had another sack,
Mm-hmm.
but he has 66 career sacks in 75 games.
Mm-hmm.
He is the fastest to 65 plus sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Mhm.
He's a monster, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Watching him fucking
He
run
was
out
in
there.
a car accident
Yeah.
like 6 months ago.
He's still got some shit like on his shoulder for
It's
it.
fucking insane. Did you see his Halloween costume?
Yeah.
Big fan of Halloween.
Yep.
And that fucking costume is awesome. So realistic.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, he
Was
does his
watching the
yard up
pregame.
and everything.
Yeah.
With, like dead quarterbacks
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, if I was him, I wouldn't want to be like flaunting my house. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just being famous. I guess it's whatever.
Maybe he lives, it was kind of like unshown, but maybe it's like out there.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be like
you
a
might
gated community
Right.
and shit, you know, type.
Right.
But yeah, that's crazy. He's a fun player to watch. I just
Yeah.
wish he didn't go to the Browns,
Mhm.
but it is what it is. Moving on, Texans long snapper John Weeks. I bet you don't know who that guy is.
Hell no. No chance in hell.
He is only the 19th player in NFL history to start 200 consecutive NFL games. 200. He has not missed a game since he signed as an undrafted free agent in 2010, which means he played every NFL game through the 2010s, all the way until 2020. Obviously, he's still playing, so 2022 is his record still adding.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's a long snapper, but he's still playing NFL games. He's going down there making tackles sometimes on punts, blocking. 200 games in a row. How fucking insane is that, dude? Not pulling a hammy. Not breaking a finger, nothing.
Or doing it and playing through it.
Yeah, for real. That tough motherfucker,
like,
John Weeks.
You gotta play. We have nobody else to fucking snap that ball.
We haven't signed another snapper.
You've played 200 games. We have to have you.
John, go snap it with your left hand.
Right. He probably, after all that practice time, because the special teams does nothing but special teams.
Right.
They don't practice fucking offense or defense. So it's like, he might have been snapping with his left hand for some of the time to be like, just in case.
You never know.
Right? Fucking, if I have to.
If I get into an accident, lose my right hand.
Right.
I gotta snap the ball.
Snap it with my left hand.
Dude's probably gonna be like 65 out there snapping the ball for
right.
the Texans.
Gain 400. Double the number.
Well, not to really, I hope this doesn't really kill our vibe, but it might a little bit. Some sad news today. Talk of the town. Takeoff was unfortunately shot and killed last night outside of a bowling alley in Houston over a game of dice.
Isn't that something?
And that was the initial report. I have seen some video and some stuff that came out where there was an argument with Quavo and some dude over basketball, and then they started fighting, and then shots went out, and Takeoff was in there to support Quavo and whatever, and he got shot in the head, allegedly.
Damn.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
I've said it since Migos started. Takeoff was my favorite Migo. And I love his music. I have a couple of his his own album on my playlist and everything.
Yeah.
So it's tough, and we've seen just in the past 4 years, we've seen probably 10 or 12 hip hop artists go down.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
It is insane.
It's so sad.
It's always tough to see, an altercation happen like that and involved, weapons.
Right.
It's just and it was probably, drugs and alcohol involved.
Yep.
So it's why is the gun gotta be in the mix with drugs and alcohol? That's what I was thinking today, and it's unfortunate, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
Yep. It's just a senseless thing,
right?
If you're gonna fight, but why you gotta take somebody's life?
Right.
He's 28 years old,
right?
Yeah, if you lose a fight, you lose a fight. But it's you live to see another day.
Right.
So.
Right.
I just think it's
fucking duke it out and throw some hands.
Man, it's tough, and obviously me and you have gone through just our favorite rapper, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD passing.
Yep.
It's just tough, and just I was actually thinking about this today, and I don't know what's worse. Juice WRLD, his friends really did believe that he tried to take his own life with the overdose.
Yeah.
So it's what's worse, a suicide or a murder?
Right.
Getting murdered, and it's what a terrible fucking thought to go through your head. You know, damn, it's just wild how the world is. And recently too, PNB Rock was shot and killed over some jewelry. What the fuck?
Right.
You guys are gonna get caught.
Right.
Why kill people?
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, let's try not to, let's bring the vibes back up for the very end of the show today. 22 years ago, the PS2 was released,
Hey,
and it to this
go
day
vibes.
holds the record for the best-selling gaming console. PlayStation.
Nothing will break it either.
Nothing will.
Nothing will. There's no way.
PlayStation
No
said
way.
they still have an insane amount of people using the PS2 that they keep it on update rotation.
Nice.
It's never at the top of their list, but it's just like there's so many people out there still playing the PS2.
Imagine that guy. He's just like, yeah, gotta fucking
Plug in the old PS2.
Gotta update the PS2.
Oh,
Gotta put the work in to make the PS2 able to
Right.
I don't know.
It can't take that much compared to what
He's
the
just
PS5
like, these
is.
motherfuckers won't give it up. They just won't give it up. I still got mine.
Yeah,
I still have my
gave mine
PS.
away.
I still have my PS2.
Yep.
It's plugged in at my mom and dad's. I think yet.
Hell yeah.
Carson uses it every once in a while.
I played mine till fucking
Yeah.
until I fell asleep.
I swear I had dreams about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas
Yeah.
playing it on a PS2.
Yeah,
That
Tony
shit's
Hawk.
busted. Hell yeah.
Tony Hawk, that shit was lit. On
Smash
the PS2.
Bandicoots.
Yep.
Did a lot
Street,
of that.
basketball,
Yeah.
football,
Oh.
blitz.
Did you ever play the Burnout game?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that
shit
baseball game? Slugfest, where you
Yep.
could fight.
Yep.
That shit was dope, dude.
Yeah.
They gotta bring a modernized version.
Yeah.
I think that
Imagine
would be
that
the best idea.
recreated on the fucking next gen.
If it was like street football, but you could fight like in Slugfest,
That'd be
that'd be
dope.
fucking sick.
That would be dope.
I would buy that in a heartbeat, dude. And then, oh yeah, Call of Duty just came out.
Yeah. I bought it.
Yep.
PS5.
Yep.
I recommend it. It's
Yeah.
fun. I've
Give
had
it
good
give
time.
it a rating out of
I-
10. 10 being the best.
Thus far, I don't know if it's the game, because I haven't looked into like if people are having similar problems, but sometimes you saw it, it's a little glitchy. I don't know if it's, like I said, if it's
It's a
my
new
Wi-
game.
if it's my Wi-Fi or if it's the game.
Right.
I don't know. I should try to reconnect my Wi-Fi to my system and see if it makes it any better.
Right.
But I played some campaign, which was really cool. The cinematics are like more than real.
Yeah.
You know, like the characters and like the people look super fucking real.
Next gen.
And yeah, and it's like they'll give you like the story, and then all of a sudden your guy that you're playing will be in the cut, and then like the screen will like flip almost,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're the player,
Right.
which is fucking sweet.
That's pretty cool.
And like, yeah. So with that being said, I would say 8.5 out of 10.
8.5?
8.5 out of 10.
Solid.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just, I love the next gen system.
Yeah.
I love playing it. So it's like every game is just like so new.
For
you know,
sure.
it's
It's
crazy.
a new
to-
experience.
Right. And it's like a whole new system to me. And I'm a PlayStation guy. You know,
Right.
I've had PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5 now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love the system, but the game itself is fucking dope.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super real, and you know, so.
For sure. Well, you got anything else to say?
No.
I
Thanks
got.
for checking in, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always have a great time. I look forward to this every week. So,
Every Tuesday.
Um,
We put them out on Friday, but we get together every Tuesday.
right. Tuesday and Thursdays
Yeah.
is how it's been going.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Tuesday, Thursdays. But yeah, I mean, I got new paintings coming out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Go check me out, Rev Studios on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe
YouTube.
we should focus an episode on art.
You think so?
Maybe we should.
I wonder if anybody would dig that.
I don't know.
I guess it's our show. We can do
Maybe
whatever
you
the
guys
fuck
should
we
leave a
want.
comment. Whoever checks this video out, if you guys are vibing with the artwork, maybe we can have
Yeah.
old T-Rev on, and maybe I could pitch the questions
Yeah,
to you or
there you
something.
go.
You know?
Let's
Maybe
do
give it
that.
a little-
Let's do that.
Give it a little twist.
We'll fucking do that one of these times.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
idea. Just
Yeah.
do a little spin
Yeah.
for the folks at home.
Well,
It's always real.
another week in the books. We're out.